Are you pledge allegiance?
Oh. Oh, we're going, okay. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, I bring the meeting to order. Do we do the minutes first, or do we,
No, we'll start with the roll call.
okay?
Chair Nicholas is absent tonight. Vice Chair Rivera.
Here?
Commissioner Dewhurst.
Here.
Commissioner Palmer.
Here.
May I get a motion to excuse Chair Nicholas?
Yeah.
I make a motion to approve.
Second it. Third it, whatever.
Question? Three yeas.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Non-agenda public comment. This is the time set aside for those wishing to address the commission on matters that fall under the authority of the commission and are not listed on this agenda. No action may be taken by the commission except to set matter presented for the next regular commission meeting. Do I have any public comment? All right. Moving on to number 4, conflicts of interest. Do I have any conflicts of interest on the panel?
Nothing I know, what I know the fences yet.
None? Okay. Introducing the first agenda item, fence permit application at 370 Siskiyou Boulevard, 060-511-030, and adopt notice of exemption.
Where's the fence at?
370,
Oh, you got a picture.
I took those, yeah. Figured they'd help. Because that's the most recent one. We had a tree fall from,
Oh, we haven't started the public. Hang on.
just a second.
my bad.
Okay, got it. Got it. Would you wanna make it taller or?
Taller than 4 feet, yes. He wants to make it 6 feet.
5 feet, 10 inches.
Staff report?
Well, he's allowed 6 foot.
Staff reports?
So good evening, members of the commission. We are here tonight to consider 2 fence permit applications. The first is a fence permit to allow a 5-foot, 10-inch solid vinyl fence at 370 Siskiyou Boulevard. The Weed Muni Code limits fences along the front of the properties to 4 feet unless the property owner is approved by the commission for over the 4 feet maximum. The fence will run the eastern and northern lines of the boundary. In October of 2024, the property owners applied for a fence after being served a stop work order. Several violations were found on the premise, and the application was placed in pending until the violations were brought into compliance. This notice is included in your packet. The building department stated the violations were taken care of, but an inspection today deemed unable to determine due to the snow. Your findings are on page 5 of the staff report. The proposed project is exempt from CEQA per section 15301. Notices were sent out as required by California state law to all addresses within 300 feet. And staff recommends conditions of approval for this project be set by the Planning Commission. So at that time, if you'd like to open up the hearing, you can hear from the applicant.
Hello,
Hello.
council, everyone.
up the hearing.
My name is Armando, and I live at this property. My mom is Luz Ana Caballero. She's the owner of the property. And we just would like to put this fence up. I mean, we've had 2 trees fall already, one in the back area that we never got help with. We cleaned it up ourselves, or somebody did some cleaning. We fixed our own fence. Just had a recent one with the storm that just happened about 2 months ago, or a month ago, the big storm we had. and then the neighbor across the street, her tree fell, and she's claiming it's the city's. I didn't want to dispute, I don't want to get into arguments, broke the part of the fence that we had, you know, we were told that we weren't allowed to do it. That fence broke already. We cleaned it up ourselves. We just want to put a fence up because there was even a bobcat or a mountain lion released about 2 weeks ago. So we would just like, I mean, you can see inside the property too. They're saying because they can't see inside. And the gate that opens, that one's, you can see straight, you can see the whole house through there. If you drive by, you can see the whole property.
I understand that, but in special circumstances like tennis courts and things like that you're trying to cover or hide, I don't see special circumstances with this needing to be over 4
That
feet.
fence is actually, could be modified. I could even put like little gaps, leave 2-inch gaps, if that helps out. Because my neighbor also has one, and I mean, I noticed because they have a gap too in their fence. I mean, I could even put a gap in there. It would just, because those boards slide in there, and that vinyl fencing, you're able to slide them in, and I could just leave a gap too. If that's what it takes.
I take it your vinyl fencing only comes 5 feet tall?
Yeah, but then from the floor up, plus the little ball that goes on top. Yeah.
So that's the only way you get the vinyl.
What's that?
So the vinyl doesn't come 4 feet tall, it comes 5 feet.
I don't know. That was donated to us.
Oh, somebody gave you free fencing.
Yeah, because we helped them take it down off their pool, and we figured it'd look nice right there. You know,
Okay.
it's not that where you
I
want to.
understand that.
It's not that it was planned to build. It was just given to us, and we figured it'd look nice right there.
I'm trying to figure out exactly where the house is.
It's right behind the apartments. The apartments when you go up towards the college.
It's the very end of Walnut on the right,
Oh, okay.
next to Gonzalez.
Trying to find the violations, but then not being able to see anything because of the snow.
I even trimmed the bushes
Well,
like I was
bobcat's
asked
gonna
to.
jump a 5-foot fence.
Easily, yeah.
A mountain lion's gonna jump an 8-foot fence.
But
But
You
it's a
know.
good looking fence, I see what you're talking about.
and we measured it, and it technically would only go like 5 feet 10 inches. It's not gonna be like a whole 6 feet. Because we started putting it on until we got notice that we weren't allowed to. So we stopped. There's a picture right here. I don't know if you have this one.
And I believe we don't have confirmation that truly that your fence line is 20 feet off the property line.
Right.
Right, that would be
Right.
the first violation we would have to correct or identify.
This is my original, so I'll need that.
I don't know if it matters, but technically that's the side of the house of the property. The front of the house is where the apartments are at, the apartment entrance to the parking lot. That fence is 4 feet, 4.5, 5 feet maybe. That fence is small. And then the side of the house is where we want to put the fence, because there's nothing there. There was just these round, pieces of wood that were there before. And we already had the neighbor's dog go into our yard, and it's kind of scary. We've been vandalized before as well.
Yeah.
Right. And so the violations have been corrected on people living in their trailers.
Yeah, it was thought that people were living there, but no, we took off all the electricals, so that's where we were charging it when we took our camper 4 times a year up to the mountains. So we took off the box that was there to charge it. We took that off. I covered it, I closed it.
Who's living in this camper?
Nobody. It's my mom's camper. She takes it up we take it up when we do our retreats, when we go up camping into the,
It's not a violation, nobody was living there.
I was gonna say, is there a reason why code enforcement believed that? some
yeah,
people
because the
living
steps
there-
were down.
Power was run to it underground, and they were all connected to services, is my understanding.
Yes.
Yeah, the power, yeah. But we took the box down already, and then the guy came and inspected and said it was good.
Right, no. Yeah.
Wouldn't this probably be something we'd wait on until we get code enforcement to actually give us a full approval?
And I feel I need to know the exact placement of this fence before I vote on it, to know where the 20-foot rule is off the fence line, off his property line.
What property's next to yours?
The guy that lives up on top, there's like he has like a whole piece of land right there. So it's
How far are you from his fence?
far.
So in 20 feet, is that, how far on your property is this fence? Where's your property line at?
It says it runs on the side of Walnut, and then it runs in the back like that, and then it comes across behind the parking lot of the college.
So how many feet?
76 feet of fence he wants to put up in front, and then.
And then the
219.
fence line goes further up.
Right.
So we just have like wire there, like a metal piece of fence.
So there's already, a fence was already there. It just came, it's just garbage.
Well, there was posts. If you look at the pictures, there was these poles. If you look at this one,
It's not a good fence.
no. I mean, I cut the trees down already like they asked me to.
Who actually cut trees now?
You guys did. They said that these trees are, like a violation because you can't see in there. You can't see the property. So that was part of it. The trailers were part of it. These are all the pictures they sent me.
Yeah, I have a problem with, you just told me that the front of the house, but in your picture, the front of the house is pointed towards the driveway you just told me about. And,
The front door, yeah.
and the access, you said, was through the apartment complex and your right side of the house.
If
So
you
you're
put-
trying to get me to think that the side of the house is the front of the house, and,
But that's what we go in through. That's where the little driveway is to go in through. But if you type in 370 Siskiyou Way, it takes you to the other side.
I'm just going by your picture
Right, man.
and then what you said.
I mean, I'm not trying to cause confusion or anything, but that's just something I thought I would throw in there. Hopefully, in this picture, you can see what's already on there. Is this little wire fencing that goes up the hill.
So it's already had a fence there for how long?
Well, we added some of the wiring because the other one was old when we moved in.
So there was an existing fence there for how long?
I don't know. It's been there since we moved in there.
How long have you been there?
Since I think 2012, somewhere around there.
It's the property that faces the Bear Trail as you head up on the east side of the Bear Trail.
Yeah.
He's that line. And there used to be a piece of barbed wire there that goes across. Never a fence. The back fencing was always there. I need more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any more, I want approval from code enforcement.
agreed. Agreed. I'm going to need a little bit more on this. So how do we vote?
You go ahead and close the public hearing if you're done,
Okay.
questions from the applicant.
Okay, is that all your questions for us?
Well, yeah, I know.
I'm
I'm a little nervous, but yeah.
Don't blame you.
It's just a process. It's our responsibility to do the right thing for the for the
And then,
city.
Yeah, once you close the hearing, then you guys are free to discuss. And if you have any additional, you may call Armando back up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Why do they even care if the fence is there? It's neater than what's there now.
I'm just concerned with height.
The height and
5 foot 10 inches. 4 foot 5 is about a foot.
technically, I think what the city's looking at, that would be a front.
Well, that's the way, the city actually believes probably the other part's front. He made his in front. Or the way he gets into his home, that's his choice. What road's this right here? That's an alley, isn't it? Oh, that is Walden, it's not an alley. I remember, look, I didn't know. Gotcha. So, where You're not changing the fence where the trees are, right?
What's that?
You're not changing the fence where the trees are.
What trees?
The trees you cut down are in your picture.
All those little bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we wanna put the fence, right there.
You wanna put your whole fence across where the
Yeah,
trees are.
That's what I'm getting out of it.
Behind the trees, not in front of the trees, behind it.
Neither do I.
Cause I measured from the fence line that's originally there, and it goes to our flag post, 20 feet.
I have to have property lines, I can't go by what somebody did prior, that's how we get into these predicaments.
Yeah.
your guys' microphones on? We're not pitching.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it just seemed odd that was way far in there, yeah.
Yeah, 20 feet could be very far into your property line. That's why I'm saying is, we don't go by old property lines. We don't go by old fences because they may not have followed the rules. So I need a distinct property line and your 20-foot mark to where you're going to put this fence. And I will be able to make a better decision whether or not it's going to be 4 or 6 feet.
Just tell me what you want me to do, I'll do it.
I think the city code guy has to go measure the property line. He'll know what the center of the road is. If that's Walnut, he has the little round things in the middle of the road. He'll know your 20-foot line.
So what do I do?
Sandy?
Well, I think we go ahead and vote.
Yes, yeah.
We're going to go ahead and vote. So I'm going to go ahead and pose the motion to approve or disapprove of this fence.
And if you'd like, you can also motion to table it to the following month and give code enforcement time to go out and do a reinspection. He can make an appointment
I
with.
say we table it, we
Yeah.
don't get rid of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with tabling this.
Okay.
All in favor to
Aye.
table?
You bet.
Yep,
Thank you guys for your time.
yeah, no problem.
So Armando, just come in tomorrow if you have time. We open at 7:30 and I'll get you set up with Steve, the building inspector.
Thank you, guys.
Okay?
Appreciate you guys,
Yeah,
thank you so
no
much.
problem. Good luck.
Thank you.
They made him cut the bushes down? What?
We did not.
Okay. Okay, next agenda item. Do we have a staff report?
We do, thank you. The second is a fence permit to allow a 6-foot black chain link fence with privacy slats at 505 California Street. The Whedon Municipal Code limits fences along the front of the properties to 4 feet unless the property owner is approved by the commission for over the 4-foot maximum. The fence will run the entire property line and be set back 16 feet from the property line in the front. The property is zoned R1, but historically has been used as a storage and garage. Code enforcement has made contact with the current owners over vehicles parked at this location. There is a finding, your finding number 3 talks about, let me get that out for you. So finding number 3 talks about section 1056.030, exceptions under the vehicle and traffic. It says, a vehicle is or part thereof which is located behind a solid fence 6 feet in height and which is not plainly visible from the highway. It does state that slats in a chain link fence are not solid as required by the code, but it is entirely within the purview of the planning commission to determine whether this chain link fence is adequately address the requirements of the municipal code. Notices were sent as required by California state law to every property owner within 300 feet, and staff recommends conditions of approval to be set by the planning commission, and there are 2 conditions of approval that are in your staff report, which is just saying that the fence is set back lesser than 20 feet, or 2 feet behind the front wall of the existing building, and that we just require no barbed wire, no razor wire or other fence topping shall be permitted. And the applicant is here if you have any questions.
How's it going? Pretty good, I know. Come on up, I'll ask you questions. Don't be shy. Don't bring your gun.
No doubt.
Did you want to discuss your project, your fence? Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I was waiting for questions. So basically, it's a warehouse. It's like 24 feet tall. It was an old truck repair shop. We own two lots. The shop is on part of one, and then 60 feet is the second lot. I want to be able to close off the lot on the side because I have demolition derby cars and I'm an electrician. I got all my parts and stuff out there. Nobody wants to see my crap. I don't want anybody to see it. There was previously with the past owner, Cliff Chan, a 6-foot fence in the exact place where I want to put mine, but it was not permitted. It had been there for, I don't know how many years, but more than 5. I just want to go about the right way. Want to do chain link fence so it doesn't blow down, because there's no way a wood fence is going to stand up to it. Black with privacy slats, black privacy slats, I thought would look nice, but we're open to any suggestion. I would like to go across the front of the shop directly, so it's just a nice clean line without an offset. In the instance, build a lean-to off the side of the shop, which is the sunny side, it's the west side of the shop where the sun comes. So I'd like to build a lean-to off there potentially in the future. I don't have plans to do that right now. But if I did build it in, that would kind of, I don't know, my water spigot is also right about 6 inches behind the front corner of the shop, and I don't really want that out on the public side of my fence. So I want to put I think you might have a diagram there, a vehicle gate and a man gate. Man gate closest to the corner of the shop, which is also the door of the shop, and the vehicle gate in the middle. The fence is going to go east-west, parallel with California Street, and then south, from north to south on the side of the property, and then nothing in the back. There's a vacant alley back there, and I don't really want to close it off from the alley in case I do have right-of-way access to that.
Cliff Chang sold you this place, huh?
Yep.
Can't remember what it was before Cliff had it.
I almost bought it before Cliff.
What?
It almost was Gold Star.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, I know what it was when Cliff had it,
What?
yeah,
Frank Melinda's RV store.
yeah.
Yeah.
I almost bought it from Frank.
the Letters Truck Repair Shop.
I know what it is.
Thank you.
That one would be an improvement.
That would be an improvement.
It would be a big improvement.
I'm not so worried with what's behind this one as I am the other.
What?
Are your microphones on? No, we're not catching, we have to be able to catch.
Oh.
Yeah.
This would be an improvement for the area, for sure, in that little. Should we vote? Does anybody have anything against this? The fact that he's doing it correctly makes me very happy, and
17
long time
feet,
with that
and 20
property.
feet at his house, it don't work.
so how does we are approving the less than 20 feet and the height of the fence?
Correct.
So there are two,
Yeah.
okay,
Boom, boom.
And adopting the notice of exemption.
okay, all right. So I call the motion to approve lesser of 20 feet of the new fence, the non-deck, the non-sequa, and the height of the fence being 6 feet. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? No? So we're good. Motion pass. Thank you.
That's it.
Great. Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Okay, next,
Never understood the 4-foot fence anyway. Dog would jump 4-foot fence.
I think it's more about the police being able to cruise by and see what's inside or happening within without having to get out and get up and over. Your
Jesus.
backs and your sides are allowed to be 6 feet, but not your front. And for that reason, it's supposed to be patrollable.
This guy had a hard time with police or anything?
Yes. He's constant.
Yeah,
Code enforcement has been visiting with the parked cars, so that's the need to go behind the fence.
Court enforcement is getting a little carried away with the parked cars. Me and them had an argument. You knew that, right?
I did not.
First of all, Cal Fire was out on a fire and they parked one of their cars over here. Met a buddy because he quit running and was coming back 3 days later. We towed the Cal Fire's car, who was on his way to a fire, which I gave it back to him. But that was ridiculous. That's where camping trailer, unless they have somebody living in it.
How many did he have back there in the picture? Like 4?
Picture, for sure, you can see what, 3?
3 and.
Three what?
That I don't know.
So I'm not supposed to have my personal opinion in this, and it's very hard because I deal with them on a
But-
daily basis.
Yeah, we can't discuss,
That,
yeah,
Oh, you know
we have to wait until March. Yeah, until
Okay.
we have, yeah.
okay, got it. We won't just, okay.
You know him?
So we can, if you want to move on to approval of
Yes,
the minutes.
Let's go ahead and approve the minutes before I get in trouble.
I'll have to drive up there and see if I do. It's been a long month,
Come talk to me.
and Cindy's mother's very ill.
All right, approval of October's minutes, was it? December's minutes, December 18th. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Group?
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Gosh, we just went through that Brown Act training too, sorry.
You take it, this meeting's over.
Okay, if there's no other comments, meeting adjourned? Meeting adjourned.
Now, who here is a good medical person? Knows a little bit about medical.